It shouldn't be this push and pull. Tell me to leave, won't let me go. You'll never say you're wrong whenever you're this far gone. We're so close but so alone. There ain't a conversation that don't end up in me losing all my patience and you always running. Ain't nothing left for saving. Let's make this leaving count. Let's make this leaving count. Damn, burn it all down. Touch this hollow ground till there's nothing left to come back from. Call it what it was. Whatever it was wasn't love. Blow it all up until it's ash and dust. Cause we're just no good for us. Cause we're just no good for us. This ain't water under the bridge. Let's make this gone as it gets. Go ahead and hate me, make me out to be the one that's going crazy, only cause you made me. Let's burn it all down, touch this hollow ground till there's nothing left to come back from. Call it what it was, whatever it was wasn't love. Blow it all up until it's ash and dust. Cause we're just no good for us. Cause we're just no good for us. I'm losing all my patience. Was it all for nothing? Ain't nothing left for saving. Let's burn it all down. Touch this hollow ground till there's nothing left to come back from. Call it what it was. Whatever it was wasn't love. Blow it all up until it's ash and dust. Cause we're just no good for us. Cause we're just no good for us.
I freaking love the chorus in that song. Burn it all down. What's up, what's up? What's up, sweet misery? Sly Angel, Randa. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lacey, Sly, do I always forget you? I think I do. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. So, why is my chat not working? Guys, start typing. Chat's not working for some reason. On screen. I don't know why. Maybe because nobody's typing yet? There we go. Hey, Lizzie. Yeah, I don't know why chat's not working on screen. The fuck? Hey, there it goes. Hey, Joy. Hey, Annie. So, all right. Let me state this first. Some of what I'm going to talk about tonight might surprise some of you because I certainly was surprised, especially after I heard so much about it. Hey, Forever Glow. Now, I just want to state one thing. I am a very non-biased person. I don't go with the flow. I base everything on my own opinions, my own thoughts, my own education, and my own feelings. So today I was painting, and of course the hot topic was all Granny's watching. Okay. So since she took the live down, I didn't know where to find it. Well, good old Brandy Wine had a piece of this on her channel. So let me just say this. And this is just pertaining to the nightmare of the last couple of days, because I listen to everybody today. And everybody seemed to have the same feeling. She didn't take accountability, and she didn't do this, she didn't do that, and blah, blah, blah. As much as I wanted to agree with them, and as much as I wanted to be like, gotcha, Granny, I listened to what Brandy Wine posted. And I gotta admit, I'm kind of favoring exactly what Granny is saying, that she did not know. And once she realized it, she shut it down, which she did. Hey, who knows? Thank you for the Cash App the other night. And I'm going to explain why I said that. But I'm a little shocked that so many people jumped on the bandwagon of, oh, let's hate Granny. Now, there's other things we're going to talk about Granny. I'm just talking on this one specific issue. And again, it would be very easy to jump on the bandwagon of how she knew. But Brandy Wine has a clip that I just found very interesting. And it kind of made me see things differently than everything I was hearing today. I'm also going to review someone's video that doesn't like me, used to like me. A lot of people think she's crazy, but I happen to think she did a fantastic video today. So we're going to review it. It's about Granny. But let me play you guys Brandy Wine's clip. And again, this is not overall. This is just pertaining to the specific issue of, did Granny know about this report? Did she do it intentionally? Yada, yada. Now, again, I don't like Granny anymore. I still think she's a lying, scamming piece of shit. But fair is fair. All right. Hold on, where'd it go? Come on, I just listened to it. Okay, here it is. And you might be right, Lucy. I'm just going on the clip. I will check that after.
Oh, you have it on the screen. Oh shit,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. My bad.
And nobody here condones domestic violence by any means. I certainly don't.
Nope.
Never have, never
Nope,
will.
absolutely not.
Disassociate it with people when I find out they're involved in DV. I don't host them so they can make websites doxing my quote unquote enemies.
Yeah, and I'll give you the unredacted reports, Granny, so you can give them to your lawyer.
All right. So she made a dig at Kim and the other one, Kim and her husband or whatever, about Clue's website. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but there is nothing that can make me believe that someone didn't know their husband was a pedo and has thousands of pictures. If you really didn't know, then you should not be in true crime. Because I knew when my ex took a fucking shit. I knew every move he made, whether he was dealing drugs, whether he was sleeping with other women, whatever it was, I knew what he was doing. I knew something was up. It led to our demise, but I knew something was up. So for you to tell me any woman doesn't know that their husband is a pedo, their husband has thousands of pictures of little children, is attracted to children, you don't know this? I'm not buying it. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not saying you were involved. I'm just saying there's no way that you did not know. And if you didn't know, then you have no business trying to say you're like a true crime creator. Sorry, but no.
So,
I mean,
so I made a request that went back to January 1st, 2010 to yesterday's date. So let me,
Okay, one, right there you can tell Granny's not listening. Granny's taking a page out of Queen Bee's book and just not paying attention. That was obvious.
do I need to zoom this in?
I can see it, but I don't know how they see it.
Let me, okay. This is basically just my tweet that says, this was on the 13th, and I just basically said that if she's repeatedly made claims about filing numerous police reports on people, and that she better be honest, because I'm capable of finding out, which I am.
Okay. So, lie number one. If you were doing this as a FOIA, and I'm going to use Joneson as an example, if you were doing this as a FOIA to find out if she lied about making numerous police reports, then why in the fuck would you go back to 2010? That's a lie. You did not go back to 2010 to find out if there were police reports made while she was on YouTube. So that's lie number one.
And so this is just proof that it came from Scotland County. Okay, and then there were 2 reports. And then I redacted the supervisor's name here because if I want to get the actual calls or body cam, which I don't intend to do right now, I can't. She gave me the information on who to talk to.
And the reason why you can is because it's from 2017 and it's long over with. Hey, Reality.
So the very first report is from 2012. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I'm just basically showing this first part because this has to do with his dad and he's passed on. But there were only 2 reports. This was one of them. And this is for the lawnmower.
No, YouTube was like just getting started in 2010. Was Rowena involved in this? I don't know. In 2010, Brittany, that was 25 years ago, Brittany was like 12. Even younger. I think Brittany's like 36 now, so she was like 10. Hey, Sinner.
And the weed eater. Okay. And nothing actually came of it. The next one is the report that could upset people. And again, the only reason I am showing this is because people deserve to have their names cleared because there were no other incident reports.
Okay, lie number 2. Who needs what names cleared? What the fuck are you even talking about? Nobody needs any names cleared. Yeah, she said she did a FOIA starting in 2010. 2010, that's 15 years ago. So Brittany was not on YouTube when she was 15. And she certainly wasn't telling anyone that she was calling for whatever. So that's a lie. But this is lie number 2.
And I hope that Brittany's support system can help her. And maybe Get out of this situation. I don't care for the woman, but nobody deserves domestic violence against them. So, we good on that?
Now again, Granny says nothing. But if I think I missed something, because I remember hearing this girl says, Granny, the reason why I'm showing it, to send it to you for your lawyer. What? The fuck does her lawyer need this for? Maybe it's coming up. I don't know. I know it's said.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll zoom this in here. Tell me if that's, can you see that okay?
yeah.
Okay. So this is from December 9th, 2017. And obviously that's Craig, his birthday, blah, 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 their address.
Okay, question number 3. This one's a question. Oh, she did say it already? All right, I missed it. How come she redacted certain things, but she didn't redact their address? I know a lot of people claim they know Brittany's address. I didn't know Brittany's address. My chat doesn't know Brittany's address. All of Twitter doesn't know Brittany's address. So I'm just curious, how come you didn't redact her address, but you redacted everything else? Just one of those things that make you go,
And then he was arrested without incident, no bond. And the trial date on that was set for January 10th, 2018. And this is the more detailed part of it. Now, this is on the same day, same address. Assault on a female victim is Brittany. How attacked by suspect punching and kicking victim about her body. And then briefly, it shows arrest, it shows.
Now, according to Granny was saying that while this was happening, she wasn't really paying attention. I hate to say it, but I kind of believe her because she's not saying anything. She's not agreeing. She's not like, wow, this is fucked up. No, she's not saying anything. So either I concluded one of two things. A, she knew what was being reported already and she didn't give a shit, which is where I'm kind of leaning and where I think most people are looking at it. But for this part, I just don't think she was listening.
Their information, whatever. And then it says narrative, caller statement, son beating up daughter-in-law. Weapons are at the residence, caller not on scene. And then it's kind of repetitive here. Okay, it says the patient was assaulted. This happened now, less than 6 hours ago. The location of the assailant is not known. It's not known if the assailant is armed. It's not known if there is serious bleeding. It's not known if they are completely alert, blah, blah, blah. So it says, why am I not scrolling? Okay, it says on, let me take a drink, hold on.
Can I really quick while we're doing all
Sure.
this? I want to clarify Titanium.
So now I thought she was going to say right here, hey, no good, blah, blah, blah. Now what I did hear today on Nunez, that Jay was telling her this is wrong. Well, most of us who know Jay know why Jay said this was wrong, because nobody would want, Jay doesn't want anyone looking up her DV, and I think she's still with the guy. So maybe people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones? I mean, just a little heads up for Brittany. Now, I personally, and this is just personal thing, I'll give you my fucking case number. Like, I said this to Patreons yesterday. I don't know why everybody's freaking out. Like, I understand it from a from that perspective, like some people just get anxiety and get really freaked out. Me, I don't care. You want to look up my DV? Go right ahead. I give you the case number and everything. But mine's not physical. But that's what I'm saying, Bedwolf. That was like a hint. That was a hint to Brittany.
Because since you came in and apologized, I've been sent some things that you said. I want to clarify first and foremost that I've never said I'm an advocate for any child. I advocate for mine and mine only. I've never came on here and said I'm an advocate for missing children, any of the sorts.
By the way, Granny is talking to Titanium Built, who last I knew they were kissing, like Titanium Built was kissing Granny's ass. I don't know what happened.
To make, the comments about like whatever happened, all those channels covering Sebastian, we got sued. I don't know, like maybe you've missed the past year of this, but we've gotten sued. People were threatened with litigation. I'm not entitled to cover Sebastian. I've tried and I got sued for it because the father didn't like the way I did it, although I was welcome to by the mother and stepfather. So that's first and foremost.
No, I haven't seen Reagan's post yet. That's why I said I'm just going on this right here. But while she's bringing up Sebastian in this lawsuit, let me just interject something here. Brittany signed this with, 7 or 8 other people? I'll be honest with you guys. I am so sick and fucking tired of these assholes using the excuse, oh, we go after Brittany because of the injunction. Bullshit. Brittany is the last person on this fucking injunction. You should be going after Nick, Hong, Betty, Seth. Who else was on this injunction? There were a lot of people on this injunction. So sit the fuck down, all of them, with this holier than hell. Oh, I've got an injunction and blah, 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 but sit the fuck down with that. I am so tired of hearing that. Go after Nick. Don't use Brittany as a fucking excuse. Go after Nick. Nick is the one that started it all. Go after Dog with the bounty hunter. Why are you picking on Brittany? And honestly, I don't care if you think Brittany's a liar, if you think Brittany is a piece of shit, if you think Brittany is this or that. It doesn't fucking matter. Brittany is the last one on this fucking injunction. And yeah, you didn't get sued. And let me just point out, if I hear this dumb fucking bitch say one more time how she's countersuing, guys, it is a lie. In order to countersue, you would have had to file it and do it before the judge came back with a ruling. It's too late to countersue. That's the law. She is fucking lying to all of you guys when she says, we're countersuing and I'm doing it. It's all a fucking lie. She would have had to do it already. All she's doing is trying to make more money that she can pocket and be the next queen bee. I'm telling you, that's what's happening. And I guarantee you, she gets off alive. She calls Jay. How did I do, my fake lawyer? Because I think Jay tells her how the fuck to do stuff and what to say. Because Jay has been through this. Oh, I'm going to get to the cancer stuff after.
I don't go live every day to cover Brittany every day, but I am going to cover Brittany any day that I feel like covering Brittany because of what Brittany did to my real life.
Bitch, Brittany didn't do shit to your real life. And what happened to, I'm not going to talk about Brittany anymore. I don't want to talk about Brittany. What happened to that? Or I'm tired of talking about Brittany. You know what happened, Granny? You saw Clue, Jay, and Queen Bee still making money and still making numbers. I got news for you. As much as I hate to fucking say it, Queen Bee will make money if she talked about her dog pooping. There are certain people that she has, whoever they are, that will drop 150 memberships no matter what the fuck she's talking about. So I don't even want to use her as an example. because she can. She'll make money talking about fucking the sky. So, but Clue won't, and either will Jay. So they jump on the Britney bandwagon.
You also say you don't do drama, but you, similar to Brittany, have a whole second channel dedicated to drama. So I don't really think it makes you.
No, moderator, I know that. But she keeps saying she's countersuing, which is a fucking lie. She's not countersuing anything. She's just a grifter.
Any better than anybody because you keep one channel clean and do everything on the other. Matter of fact, we're all in the same sector because we all enjoy the same thing. So I never quite understood why people try to shame others for what they enjoy. This is what we enjoy. We enjoy.
You don't understand why people shame others for what they enjoy. Can you repeat that again? Because you're constantly shaming Britney and Britney supporters for what they enjoy.
Calling people out. We enjoy pointing out receipts. We enjoy this. You might classify in a different sector, and that's great for you, and I like that for you. But don't act like you don't dwell in the drama when your whole second channel is drama.
Hate is a strong word, and I know that a lot of people disagree with me. It's not hate, it's jealousy. Has anybody really listened to the way Clue talks about Britney? Everything is a comparison. I'm so much better. I got a better smelling twat. I'm this. Everything is a comparison. That's insecurity and jealousy. I have never heard somebody talk so much trying to convince themselves how they're so much better than someone. If you really are better than someone, you don't need to convince anybody. It just is. And it's so weird to me how many people sit there and listen to this, constantly fucking trying to convince yourself that you're so much better, that you look in a mirror and you're so pretty. And if you really believe that, you wouldn't need to keep telling yourself that. And if your husband, boyfriend, or whoever was worth a fuck, he would make sure that you wouldn't have to constantly convince yourself of it, because you would just know it. I go back to the example, old money, new money. Old money doesn't need to convince everybody that they have money. Old money, they just have it, period. And they don't have to drive fancy cars or anything else. It is what it is. So when I see Clue constantly reminding herself how pretty she is, tells me she really does not think highly of herself at all. And I think it's jealousy. I really do. I know Granny was jealous of Britney. That's how this whole thing started.
Matter of fact, you come up in Brittany's mentions because you talk about her. So you're no different than anybody. I honestly think there's a deeper issue here, and if you'd like to communicate about it, we can do so through email. We don't.
I don't speak the titanium built, even though I owe her a candle for like 3 fucking years already. And one day I'm going to remember and send it to her. But maybe, Granny, maybe it's because you've changed and money has taken over your life and you've kind of turned into Natasha Cooper. Did that ever crush your brain? Because that's kind of what we're seeing.
Have to make this bigger than it is, but that's, I guess, all I have to say for that.
You're good.
Okay, now let's backtrack. So this girl is on panel reading this stuff, and she's going off on titanium built, which tells me she wasn't paying attention to what's going on, which very well could be because she knew about it already, and she knew what was being said. This wasn't known to her. This was known to her. This wasn't something, that she had no idea, because she would have been interested.
I didn't see the community post and all the you know, haven't really followed any of it because I don't follow Britney drama every day. I don't follow Britney content every day.
And that is a fucking lie. So we'll go lie number 5. Yes, you do follow Britney's content every day. Yes, you do talk about Britney every fucking day. Yes, you hold some kind of animosity towards Britney every fucking day.
But just thought I'd say all that. I mean, you came in and apologized, but then I was sent your post and kind of threw me off a little bit. But back on track. Back on track. I do apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. So
Yeah.
obviously, I'm not in this for money. I'm in it for truth. I just want to state that because she claims everybody's in it for money. If I was in
Yeah,
it for
because
money, I would have
Brittany's
been
in it
doing
for
this on my
money.
channel.
Because Brittany's in
Yeah.
it for money. If I was in it for money, I'd go live every single day and I'd make fucking goals out of this. I say, hey, you want to see this police report? Let's make a goal out of it. I go live every single day. I choose to try to put my life and my mental health before YouTube. I get really fucking aggravated when people underestimate what Britney's torments me for the past few years has done to end up in this litigation. I don't think people understand the severity of having somebody constantly going at you and then making up that you're the big bad wolf in their fucking eyes. I don't think people understand what it's felt like to have somebody say you're attacking their children for years, and the only children that got attacked were mine when she brought this to our fucking neighborhood. I don't think people understand the severity of it. So if I want to talk about it for the next 10 years until I get it off my chest, I'm going to.
Well, that's your fucking problem. Right there is your fucking problem. If I want to talk about it for 10 years, nobody in a fucking lawsuit is talking about this person. So right there tells me you absolutely are not suing Britney. You're probably losing everything. Fucking maniacs. Ow. Ow. What's up? Here, take your bone. Sorry about that. Fucking maniacs. I read Discord. I read it. No, I didn't fall. Fucking dogs. Hey, pancake cup. Okay, my point was I just don't see her. I don't see her even paying attention to this. That's my whole point. Hey, East Coast.
Same, me too, Missy. All of it. I didn't ask for this. I don't go live just restreaming Britney. I'm not out here just, joining in on everything. I'm not quote unquote tapping in. But I have a fucking right to point out the lies that is Britney J. And I'll do that every single day until I feel content with it.
Granny, you're not a fucking victim. You keep acting like you're a fucking victim. You're not a victim. I don't know why you keep acting like you're a fucking victim. Big deal. You were named in some bullshit lawsuit. You didn't fucking pay the attorney. You owe the attorney nothing. He worked virtually for free. You didn't have to lay out a dime out of your own fucking money. Your subscribers paid for it all. You're not a fucking victim. Stop with this fucking victimhood. Like, oh, poor me. And you live at home with your fucking parents. You don't even pay bills. You don't even fucking raise your own goddamn kids. Let's stop with this poor me bullshit. I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't even looking at the report. Um, But even on the report, it doesn't say anything bad. I'm looking at it. It's saying it's not known if the assailant is armed. It's not known if there's injuries. It's not known if they're hurt. It couldn't have been that bad.
Sorry, I'm
And there's
finished.
nothing she can do about it to you.
No, she can't. Because we have a freedom of speech. Because she's a public figure.
I don't think she has a good grasp on what defamation even is, but
No, she doesn't. She tried saying calling her a fat, wasteful piece of shit was defamation. That's not defamatory. You know what's defamatory? Spreading around that somebody has fucking warts on their vagina and asshole. That's defamatory, fat bitch. Calling you a fat bitch is...
Can someone show me where Brittany spread this rumor about her? Every single time, she always goes back to her fucking asshole. Every single time. Granny's Watching has never shown one iota of proof of anything she claims. Nothing. Nothing. Like literally nothing. I want to see proof because I can't picture Brittany saying that at all. And I've known Brittany for years. I cannot remember her ever saying something like this or anything close to it, ever.
truthful. You may not like it, then go to the gym with Craig. I don't think people understand. Like this surpassed content a long time ago. I don't make nearly as much as this litigation has cost me. Everybody acts like everybody's out here filling up money.
Thank you, Apple. Oh, this part's fucking rich. It's real rich. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Amy. Britt had golf-sized welts on her face and body by... Oh. Yeah, I didn't read it.
I don't make nearly as much as this litigation has cost me. Everybody acts like everybody's out here filling up money bags. I'm sorry if everybody else's YouTube income's so low that you imagine everybody else's is way larger.
Is your YouTube income so low? Really, Granny? Is it?
But nothing. There's not even a price to put on what was done to me.
Please tell me what the fuck Brittany has actually done to you. I would love to know. Because everything that I know, Brittany hasn't done anything. She may have said some shit, no big deal. But this hatred, animosity, no. This is fucking jealousy. For some reason, you are jealous of Brittany. I don't know why. I don't know what's up, but something. You cannot hate somebody this much that you've never even fucking met. And this hatred in her voice, you never met her. And you're like, I'm going to talk about her forever, blah, blah, blah. Granny, this is worse than fucking, than you were with Natasha Cooper. And Natasha actually did shit to you.
My fucking neighborhood.
and that's so real life. I mean, that's going to follow you for the rest of your life, you know?
What's going to follow you for the rest of your life? That you won a, what's the word I'm looking for? You won something in Pennsylvania that put you on the map? Gee, I think that would be pretty good to be known for the rest of your life. I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
Absolutely.
She doesn't fucking care because it's free.
And it's up there with Dog the Bounty Hunter's name, which brought in more attention. I mean,
Then go after Dog, dumbass. Why are you going after fucking Brittany? There's 7 other people named in that lawsuit. Why don't you try going after them? The fact that you're only going after Brittany speaks volumes as to how fucking fake you are and how fake this hatred is.
I just, it may get watered down and people don't understand the severity of it. And I'm up to having a one-on-one conversation with anybody who doesn't get it. But it's a very serious thing. It's a very real life thing that was done.
Get the fuck over it. Who cares? It turned out to be a positive thing and it cost you nothing along the way. What the fuck are you so angry at? That you went down in the history books? That's something to be angry at? I'm confused as to what you're angry at, Granny. And I mean that honestly. What in the fuck are you so angry at?
And people will say that this is going real life. Well, okay, fine. Say that.
It is.
But I'm showing this because she has lied over and over and over. Direct threats, veiled threats. You know, everybody's where the fuck is that incident report for those trail camps? Answer me that one, Brittany.
Or the incident report, because somebody somewhere in either Granny or Jay's chat said they were going to burn your house down. So you were on the phone with the police while you were live. You liar. You're a liar. She's a liar. She's always been a liar.
No, Granny, that's you that's always been a liar. But let me remind somebody of this in case anyone forgot. Very recently, CPS was called to Brittany and the cops were called to Brittany. So these two dumbasses are sitting there saying there were no other reports and there were no police reports. Did everyone forget that we just heard from the police officer about all these incidents of phone calls that were not reported on a FOIA? We heard the cop, literally heard the cop say multiple calls have come in. Not one of them is on this FOIA. So maybe, just maybe, you idiots are fucking wrong. And it's most likely that they didn't file the reports. Doesn't mean she didn't call. Doesn't mean that it had anything to do with them not calling. None of the reports that the cop said were in a FOIA either. So is the cop lying too? Is the cop in conjunction with Brittany? Oh, Brittany did not call 911 reporting. She called the non-emergency number. That makes sense. All right, what's Rakin's channel? Did you guys put it in Discord? All right, let me check it out. I'd fucking expose Granny too if I was her. I mean, like, no joke. Is that IMFO or LMFO? Yeah, it's not coming up. That's not coming up at all. On Angela's channel. What's Angela's channel? I forgot. Shows you how much I don't follow these people. Oh, it's Angela Clips and Giggles. All right. Granny lied, shocker. Oh, here it is. All right.
Hey everyone.
Okay, so if you guys are on a cell phone, you can't really see. FYI, I just submitted this. Granny says, oh my God, you're the best.
So I want to take a moment to just
Speak.
Then she says, I'll let you know what I find out. If I find out she's been lying about all those alleged reports she claims she's made them, I'm taking it public and calling her out for her lies. I won't sit silent while she plays victim or makes false claims or threats towards any of us. I'm on a mission to clear names. Boom, I got her. The lady gave me any and all reports from the time period. So Granny says, let's go.
my truth.
Take accountability.
So then she says, I have a report. She said Craig was trying to kill her. So Granny says, I'm so fucking excited to see what you find. No way. Oh my God. Swear. I'll cash app you $50 for it or come on panel.
And apologize. Many of you have already seen apologize.
From January 1st, 2010 to yesterday, there are 2 incident reports from that address. Larceny and the assault. Holy shit. Wow, what a lying bitch. I just text myself the link you dropped so I can pop up when I'm done. Perfect. If you need again, let me know. Should redact the address or a portion of it. Yes, because she'll cry. Let me run the dog to go potty and I'll be there.
Many of you have
Already seen what's been said.
I'm walking back into the house. Sorry for my delay. I wasn't expecting to wake up to this. How do we handle this DV report? I already mentioned she called because of a threat, but a threat Craig made to her, not you two.
And what's been done.
Hang on. All right, let me just back this up in case you guys missed it. And I'm going to play the whole thing out once I'm done reading it. But this happened after it came down. And Granny tells her you're not to blame. Most cheered it on. Clue said we should keep it up. So she says, I feel terrible. And Granny says, I just don't want BJ being a fucking victim. That part. Granny then says, no, don't feel terrible, although I do too. Lie. Because right here, you need Clue's approval of what you should do. Because Clue said, oh yeah, keep it up. Because Clue is sadistic.
If you don't know, I'm not going to point you in the direction.
But, okay. Do not feel terrible, although I do too. I thought he just verbally threatened her, to be honest. But she stays with him. She mics him. She allows many men with DV to have a voice. She's not a victim or for the victims. I never would have put this out if she had been honest about filing reports on people and insinuating the police are tired of us and something will be done. She told people to dig in her cocky better than ways. So, Granny always tries to pretend to be a victim. Always.
But
I did look up incident reports from the sheriff's office, which are publicly available on their website. Now, I did this in an effort to prove a lie, which may or may not be the best excuse, but I did it nonetheless. And I take accountability for that. With that, I also apologize to Brittany J that I brought it to you.
Okay. So here's a question, just an average question. So when Jonesin does it to prove a lie, this whole side has fucking holy babies. They can't handle it. They're freaking the fuck out. Oh my God, how could she do that? Blah, blah, blah. She FOIA'd, there was a whole big through about it. But when Granny does it against Brittany, it's perfectly okay. Make it make sense. Just make it make sense. I mean, these people had fucking holy hell when the exact same excuse was used. But this is okay? I don't get it.
YouTube. In doing so, I recognize the impact that it has, and I recognize the harm that it can have. And I sincerely apologize for that. That said, I don't want to sit silently while lies are being told about me or while others downplay their own involvement. I never wanted to speak publicly on this, and I wouldn't have had the truth have been told. But since that did not happen, I felt it was necessary to show the truth, stand up for myself, take accountability, and apologize. And I felt that it was necessary to use my voice to do it. So with that, I am sorry for people who may be mad at me for that, but if the truth is going to be told, the whole truth needs to be told. And that's all I have to say on the matter.
All right. So for those of you that might believe Granny, this is a woman who scammed cancer, who wanted to get a tooth fixed, because that's really what it came down to. She wanted to get a tooth fixed, so she lied to everybody. And I think a lot of people forget the reason that Granny scammed cancer. The night Angela Clips and Giggles would remember this. The night that she scammed cancer, because she had to come up with something, she had stolen or got a hold, not stolen, but got a hold of Natasha Cooper's niece's diary. I guess Natasha had put it in a Discord group or her mod group, and one of the mods, of course, leaked it to Granny. Granny didn't want to put it out herself, so Granny gave it to Lycan to put out, because her and Lycan were like a thing back then. So she gave it to Lycan to put out. And when she gave it to Lycan, Lycan then put it out. This all happened, and then they got a lot of heat. Kind of like this. Granny thought it was going to go over smooth. Granny thought people were going to like it. But that didn't happen. It kind of worked in reverse. Everybody flipped the fuck out. Even if you hated Natasha. Why the fuck would you guys do this? This is disgusting. So Granny had to come up with something. Like she didn't know what the fuck to come up with. So she came out with a cancer story. That she had cancer and she was dying. So people said, oh, she didn't know, blah, blah, blah. No, she did know she was scamming. How do I know this? I'll tell you how. Natasha or somebody got a hold of the paperwork. They never even tested her for cancer. There's nothing about cancer or any kind of biopsy or testing or anything on the paperwork. There's not even a possible cancer, possible whatever, none of that. That is how I know that she 100% lied about cancer. Forget the videos, forget the bullshit. That's why she did it, though. She did it because she was trying to counter the effects of the diary. That's what Granny does. There was something else that came up. I forgot what it was. Things that she lied about. But Granny also learned deny, 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 deny. Don't lie. I mean, lie about it, but lie smart. That's how Granny rolls. That's how Jay rolls. That's how Queen Bee rolls. That's just what they do. I know. It also comes in stages, not full blown. I agree. But the fact that people forget that her paperwork was shown and there was not one piece of that paperwork that showed that they even thought she had cancer, that they, like, there was nothing. There was no denying it. Hey, Pine. And that's the part that a lot of her people didn't catch on to. They just believed her story. She thought this. She'd look at the paperwork. If you look at the paperwork, there's nothing on there that says anything about cancer. Not testing cells, nothing. Nothing at all. That's how I knew and know that she is nothing but a fucking scammer. So it does not, and there's other things that I forgot now, but no, there was nothing on the paperwork. She had HPV. Nothing on the paperwork about cancer cells, nothing on the paperwork about testing for cancer, nothing on the paperwork about a biopsy, nothing. Nothing at all. That was my telltale sign that you are fucking full of shit. 100% full of shit. Why do I think Clue and GW could not come at me? She came at me a long time ago. I laughed my ass off. Clue, honestly, I don't fuck with Clue. I don't even know Clue. Like, I've never watched her more than, a little bit. I don't really talk about her because I don't really know her. I've never had a history with her. Like, I don't know Clue. I know she's racist, but that's her prerogative. But that's why I think she doesn't come. We just don't fuck with each other. Never have. But I also don't think Clue is a scammer. That I don't think. I don't believe she's a scammer. I don't see her scamming money from anywhere. I wonder why Elevated Truth never comes around, though. Someone brought that up the other day. I was like, oh, I wonder whatever happened with him. You're probably right. From what I know, she is trash. But, yeah, but Peacup, I was a target for like years. Britney's only had it for like 6 months. I went through 2019, 2020, 2021. I went through it for a long fucking time. But it wasn't with Granny or Clue. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf, you're so good to me. Thank you. Take that, ninny. Bitch. Oh, I'm not saying HPV is not bad. I'm just telling you it's not cancer. She didn't have cancer. They didn't test her for cancer. She didn't have cancer cells. She didn't have anything. Oh, yeah, Pink. I was a target for years. But almost worse than Britney, honestly. Because I had it for like 3 years. But I fought back. But I don't know. It was just different then. I wasn't whining victim, victim, victim. No. Then stop barking. My God. Who doesn't like their drama? But I will tell you this much. I used to think Cletus was cool to listen to. They are so fucking out of control. They remind me of my ex and his ex-wife when he started a custody fight. It was like their whole marriage was based around hating me. And that's kind of what they remind me of. They remind me of a couple that they're like having sex thinking about Britney. And I'm being honest with you. It's like their whole relationship revolves around hating Britney. And that's fucking weird. And I'm not saying it is, but that's what they remind me of. From what I understand, Clue is so mad. She's just so mad because Britney talked about her ex. But your ex is part of your life. You know, it is what it is. And I don't understand why that, like, I just feel like all of them keep making excuse after excuse after excuse for why they go after Britney. And let me remind everybody, the real reason why they go after Britney is very simple. Because it's not because of Granny. Because Queen Bee had this video and she had to turn it around. And just like Granny did when it came to Natasha's diary, she had to turn it around and make Britney the bad one. When meanwhile, it was Queen Bee that was the bad one. But she couldn't have that. She had to twist it around and make it all about Britney. And everybody started going after Britney. Britney started fighting back. And Clue got involved and Jay got involved. And all of a sudden, people saw you can make a lot of money talking about Britney. And they all jumped on the bandwagon. It's not rocket science. I mean, it really is that fucking simple. And for some reason, they don't want to admit it. So I go back to the subs. It's the subs that are feeding this fire. Britney subs should stop giving her money to talk about them. And their subs should stop giving them money to talk about them. Britney swore she wasn't going to talk about him anymore. And yet she still does. She could strike every one of them at any given fucking time, and she doesn't. If I hear one more person say how she likes it, I'm going to fucking snap too. I am so sick and tired of hearing, oh, she likes it. Well, you must like talking about her then. You must get off talking about Britney because you fucking talk about her 24/7. Stop talking about her. Oh, Britney, yeah, but I don't think that's it. I really don't. I don't think it has anything to do with Savage. Queen Bee's memory isn't even that long. It all has to do with, in my opinion, this video. Absolutely, Marlena. That's something, somebody was talking about that today. Hey, Box. Somebody was talking about that today. I think it was Nunya, actually. About, you know, taking accountability and who's right and who's wrong. And I sat there laughing at her for the simple fact that, Nunya, around here, people have taught, just lie and deny. Because when you tell the truth, it doesn't matter. People are going to say that you're lying, you're this, you're that. So it doesn't even fucking matter. I got people holding shit against me from fucking 5 years ago, but they don't say a word about Granny or Clue or even Queen Bee. Like, sit the fuck down. Fucking crazy. Crazy. You need to start worrying about what's going on. But that's what I was going to say. I got sidetracked. I was looking at the dog. There's something called integrity that most creators around here lost a long time ago. I may have made my mistakes in the past, and I may have done shit that I shouldn't have done years ago, and I owned it, and I took accountability for it, and I moved on. But I've also changed a lot. And the fact that so many people still hold on to 5 years ago, or they sit up on their panels and they talk about taking accountability, and they talk about, you know, if they took accountability, we could move on, and blah, 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 blah. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, taking accountability is not a, what's the word? I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's kind of like a math equation. 2 plus 2 is 4 any way you slice it. No matter how you try to get there, 2 plus 2 is 4. I feel like accountability is accountability. It's not catered to what one person thinks or what another person. Accountability is accountability. You either own it, say you did it, and move on from it. That's accountability. I don't understand why people think accountability is catered to different morals. Welcome, Apple. It's not catered to different morals. Like, accountability is accountability. Own it, and that's it. So that I found really weird. And I did want to say that. But I don't get how so many things could be wrong in this community and nobody sees it. Everyone either looks the other way, they don't want to see it, they want to point the finger at somebody else, they want to deny what they've done, or, you know, I didn't do that. I literally heard Queen Bee today talk about taking, not accountability, gaslighting. How Brittany gaslights her audience. I am literally cracking up when I'm painting my friend's house today. I was cracking up. The daughter looked at me and said, "What's so funny?" Don't worry about it. I was like, just someone I'm listening to. I could not believe that I heard the biggest gaslighter in this entire community convince her audience that Brittany gaslights. Okay, I've listened to Brittany. Brittany doesn't gaslight. You, on the other hand, Queen Bee, definitely gaslight. Definitely lie. It's another thing I heard, that everyone lies on this platform. No, we really don't. I'm sorry, but no, not all of us lie. And I heard Moon say something that's very true. You don't make money telling the truth around here. People don't, as much as you think they appreciate it, if you're on YouTube to make money, people don't appreciate the truth. They'd rather get caught up in the drama. They'd rather, you know, look at Granny, GW, Clue, Queen Bee. Caught up in the drama. They spit out lies, and they get money, NJ, they get money hand over fist. Make it make sense. If people wanted to stop, they need to stop paying for it. I mean that. Even Britney's people. If Britney's people stop giving her money, she's not going to talk about this shit anymore. Trust me, I know from experience. All the channels that popped up a couple of years ago, just Laura hate channels. They're going to come after me. They're going to talk about me, blah, blah, blah. When they stopped making money on my name, guess whose channels started to disintegrate? They stopped talking about me because they're not making money on me anymore. So why should they talk about me? So that's why I keep saying, everybody that supports Britney, if you want to truly support her, don't give her any money. And she will shut the fuck up. If she has a brain, she will. When she talks about true crime, give her all the money in the world. But while she's talking about this drama and going at them and worrying about them, like, she worries about trolls. Why? Stop worrying about them. Who cares what Joe Schmo thinks? Who cares what this one thinks? Who gives a fuck? That's part of the difference of my responses and hers, though. Came to X mods, block and delete. Unless, you know, they were cool. But when it came to trolls, block and delete. Don't respond. Don't answer them. Don't fucking care about them. Just boom, done. Of course it's all about the money. That's what I'm saying. Stop supplying the money and they're not going to talk about it anymore. They're just not. And I keep saying that's the only way to get Brittany to stop talking about them. Stop paying her. Then she has no choice. And here's the other thing that I wanted to say, and then I'm going to change to Moon. I have a really fucking hard time with people putting Granny, Clue, Queen Bee on this pedestal while they gaslight you, while they feed you this bullshit. Is this community this fucking dumb that they can't see what's right in front of them? It is so blatantly obvious that they're going after Brittany for no other reason than they can. Again, they use the injunction. The injunction has 7 other people. Why not go after them? I noticed Queen Bee is starting to try to venture away from Brittany, but I feel like the torch has been passed. And it started with Granny, then Granny passed it to Queen Bee, and then Queen Bee passed it to Clue and Granny and Jay. I mean, Granny sounds like a fucking moron, which she's like, oh my God, I fucking, you know, I'll talk about her as much as I want to. Granny, what exactly has this person who you've never met, lives in a total another state, just tell me what she's actually really done to you? I'll wait. Because you know what? I'll be waiting a long fucking time. I had that kind of animosity and hate towards someone I was fucking, who cheated on me, who I had a child with. I had that kind of animosity, and that didn't even last that long. So for you to have that kind of hatred for somebody that you've never met, you don't really know her, you've never seen her in person, and for you to have so much hate, I call fake. I call jealousy. And I don't know why your audience doesn't see it. I really don't. Your audience should see that you can't possibly hate someone that much that you've never met. Physically impossible. You could not like someone, but this hatred that you harbor, I feel like you hate Brittany, allegedly, more than you hate your kid's dad. Like, I've never even heard you, when we were friends, I've never even heard you talk about your kid's dad the way you do Brittany. Dude, go get help. Like, really. Or just admit that you're jealous of her. Because that's how you got in Sebastian Rogers' case. Because you were jealous of her. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I wrote you a poem, Grain. I did. What was my poem to you? It is some weirdo shit, Sativa. I agree with you. It's beyond weird. Like, all right, I'll give you a good example. The Jerks. I was listening to, what's her name today? East Coast. Who will we watching today? I forgot her name. She talks about a lot towards, the fuck's her name? Oh my God, I'm like drawing a blank. The one from Summer Wells. What the hell's her name? The one that married Fred Hill. I remember Fred Hill's name. Why can't I remember her damn name? Ziggy. Okay. Ziggy. So she, I've listened to the jerks talk about Ziggy and they analyze Ziggy. Yeah, Soup. And they analyze Ziggy, but they don't hate Ziggy. They don't have this wretched hate. I'm trying to think of anybody that has this wretched hate for someone that they've never met. Because if you do, that's a you problem. That's not a Brittany problem, Granny. That's a you problem. That's a Jay problem. That's a Clue problem. But to be honest, I don't think Clue and Jay are this mad at Brittany the way you are. I think for you, it's on a whole nother level. And I think you should go seek help. I really do. What about the song? I really do think you should seek help, Granny. Nobody should have this kind of animosity. And like I said, there are 7 other people named in this lawsuit. Why are you not going after any of them? Because if that's what this whole thing is about, why? Just tell me why. So, all right, I'm going to flip this around a little. I know a lot of you guys think she's crazy. You don't like Moon. And she's not my biggest fan. But she made some really good points today. And she played something that I didn't have. So I'm going to play some of it. I agree, D. They are lousy creators.
I'm going to point you in the direction.
Oh, I never finished this video. Hold on. I'm sorry. I thought I finished this video. Did I finish it? Hold on.
From the sheriff's office, which are
Publicly available on their website. Now, I did this in an effort to prove a lie, which may or may not be the best excuse, but I did it nonetheless. And I take accountability for that. With that, I also apologize to Brittany J that I brought it to YouTube. In doing so, I recognize the impact that it has, and I recognize the harm that it can have. And I sincerely apologize for that. That said, I don't want to sit silently while lies are being told about me or while others downplay their own involvement. I never wanted to speak publicly on this, and I wouldn't have had the truth have been told. But since that did not happen, I felt it was necessary to show the truth, stand up for myself, take accountability, and apologize. And I felt that it was necessary to use my voice to do it. So with that, I am sorry for people who may be mad at me for that, but if the truth is going to be told, the whole truth needs to be told.
All right, see, here's my thing. If you're so sorry, then why isn't anybody telling Brandywine to take this shit down? I don't think you're that sorry. Because Brandywine will do anything that Clue tells her to do. I heard her say the other day, "Oh, I'll do better, Clue." I laughed. I was like, wow, now we know where you come from and why you are the way you are. But if these people were so sorry, then why don't you tell Brandy to take it down? You're not that sorry. Or it wouldn't still be up there for all of Twitter to see. All right. Let's see. God, I watched a lot of videos today. Shit. All right. Let me get
Right.
to the part.
Sometimes in the UK, they like to. People still quiet. This morning, I haven't watched any other creator, not a single one. So I'm coming at this again in the still mind frame of with just what Brittany responded to. Because I'm like, I'll do the crosswords this for months. Just Murray, I tried to tell you that yesterday. All right. Hang in the bushes, girl. Guys, mentally and shit. Huh? And they are getting shit done. They have roofed the roof and like 4 millions right here. It's been let's see if she's telling the truth about being a domestic violence survivor. Does that sound fucking stupid to you? This is none of your business. Craig
This might
doesn't
be where it
engage
starts.
in. They don't pull shit. Yvette. This small space of YouTube is a lawless land these days, with the tit for tat escalating way too fast. Anyone who engages should be careful.
Pineapple, are you fucking kidding me? You're like the biggest shit starter out there. It's fucking crazy to me. And now you're over here. You're QB's mod. And you're like, oh, the tit for tat. Just stop. You're such a fake ass bitch.
Just saying. Granny said she's a DV survivor. Is turnabout fair play? That gave me a free pass, you see? You just get out of court, you win something with the anti-slap. All right? All right. Lisa, it's about time you hit a link and come up here. She's going through now. It's insane. This is not the first type of legal action that somebody's tried to put on Granny's watching because she's a fucking stalker, obsessive freak.
Now, let me also tell you what I learned in this live. Moon knows Granny from Natasha Cooper. So Moon isn't here like brand new. She was part of the whole Granny TT, which I didn't know until today. I didn't know that until this live. I thought Moon just like came out of nowhere. It came from TikTok. No, she didn't. And you'll hear about it.
I agree. I understand. Sammy, GW has had the info she said ages ago. She said was going to FOIA Brittany. Listen, Granny has cried it out many times. Yes, Granny keeps crying about her dad's article being put out. What's on Kim and Crafton? What's on Kim and Crafton? Wait a minute. Black Knight. They really did. Kim and Crafton did clear down to morning and saying that they were contacting his ex-wife. Whose ex-wife? His own ex-wife?
I have never seen Moon before the last couple months. 7.5. I haven't even been here 7.5 years.
Oh, yeah. Crafton and Kim are big pieces of shit. Come in here and tell me, all of you that's been a victim of Granny's watching. Get your fucking alts. Knock the dust off them alts, click them over into your alts, and come tell me how many times Granny's Watching made somebody a victim. Still runs with the lie she had cancer. Never had cancer, but she does have a what? You guys, you're just here. I love it. I love it. Pineapple, you guys, you crack me up.
See, here's what's interesting, Sly. She does kiss Queen Bee's ass, but nobody that Queen Bee follows does she like. She talks about Clue, she talks about Granny, she talks about everybody. But she does like Bee.
Why did we just go through all this with Jernsen and Sinner? And then we let this slip in. Nah, I'm not blaming Miss Rakin. Not all the way here. I'm not doing that. The Merson chickens. I believe that every once in a while these people move the furniture out of the way and have a Friday night smackdown. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. No. Can you tell me? It looks like looks crazy shit. It looks like crazy shit to me. It looks like you don't have nothing else. Grannies just keep on trying to prove that she's never been a threat to BJ, all while being a threat to BJ. Just like Sinner. She would do it to anyone. She's done it to many. This girl went into, I'm serious, she called a court and said, when is this couple having a DV court hearing? And the court told her. So she fucking drove to that court and took a picture. And before that, she told Kim she was going to bust her motherfucking nose.
That's right. That reminds me. Hold on. Hang on. I wanted to show this and I forgot. Hold on. So all for Granny's people who thinks that she is legit. Hold on. That thinks that she's really apologetic. Then explain this one. Where is it? I'm gonna have to do it from Discord because I don't remember the name of the video. Here it is. But she's really apologetic.
Granny's watching being supportive of a domestic violence victim. But here's what she does behind the scenes.
Beat him?
No.
Well, there was a crater on your knee. And he was notorious for kind of being a doxer and abusive towards women, all that. And he had a partner. And his previous partners had came forward with allegations of abuse and proof of it, which they were all tarnished and trashed for it, and they were liars and all that. Well, he was recently arrested again for DV. And honestly, I'll be honest, Lynn, I feel sorry for his victim. I know she's done a lot of foul shit to a lot of people, including myself, but nobody deserves that. And I do feel bad. I'm happy that she's away now and can hopefully get out of that pattern of protecting him from what he really is, because he is truly a woman-beating piece of shit.
Granny calling a domestic violence victim's courthouse because of YouTube arguments. She threatened to show up at the hearing and physically assault the victim. Because of the threats and calls from Granny, the hearing had to be moved. Granny writes, when I heard they had a DV situation, I said, it's probably because the bitch overtalks him all the time. I'd knock her out too.
Neptune City Municipal Court.
Good morning. I was looking to see if I had the correct date for an upcoming hearing.
Okay. Do you have a complaint or ticket number?
I do have the ticket number. One moment, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, which part of this is the...
If it's a traffic ticket, it would start with E.
No, this is actually a domestic violence case.
Okay. Are you the victim or are you the complainant?
I'm neither. I was hoping that I could be able to speak with the DA and be a witness towards what is happening.
Well, who is the defendant?
The defendant,
And it's E.
yes, ma'am.
This was transferred to the prosecutor's office.
Oh,
Come back to us.
okay. So there is not a hearing coming up in April.
No.
Okay.
No, it went up to Superior Court. They'll review it. If they feel a need, it will come back to us. Otherwise, they'll take care of it in Superior Court.
Oh, so is that a different court?
It's in Superior Court, yeah.
Superior Court. Okay. Do you know how I would be able to find that and follow through with that?
I can give you their number.
Thank you.
And I would ask for intake. They should be able to help you.
Intake. Thank you so much. Is that still
You're
located in New Jersey?
Yes, it's in Monmouth County.
Monmouth County. Okay.
Yep.
I
Okay.
appreciate your time so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
day.
So here's my question. You don't live in Kim and Crafton's house. How are you going to show up as a character witness for somebody that you've never even met? That's my question. You don't know them. You know them on YouTube. That's it. Fucking weird. Oh, she did it on a live. How sick is that? And there's one more Shady put out yesterday. Hold on. Oh.
Domestic violence survivors and one big advocacy. On the first day of Christmas, the true liar said to me, "You were doing blow." On the second day of Christmas, the true liar did have a DV situation. Deck your partner. Full of folly. Da 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 da.
How about we show your kids how they're looking all deprived and baggy eyes? And I should have said it. I was in the heat of the moment. I regret saying it.
You've heard shit I said. I get it, Jess. I get it, man. You can only take so much, man. You just snap and you don't give no fucks.
Yep, that's where I was at. And then here's the thing. They're trying to hold me to that, right? Oh, after what Granny did to Brittany's kids. First off, I didn't show no damn photos. That's starters. I made a threat to do something. I didn't act on it.
Spoken to domestic violence survivors and one big advocacy.
Nobody that's truly sorry would make a song like that. So all of you assholes that think that Granny is so honest and such a good person, you deserve to get fucking scammed. 100%. Because she is nothing but a piece of shit who lives with her mommy and daddy because she can't afford to live on her own. Or she can't take care of her kids on her own. Either way. And that's another thing she lied about. She's like, I don't live with my parents. Yeah, you do, bitch. And everybody knows it. And if you go back a couple of years ago, Granny cried on a panel as she couldn't get a regular job, that she's a felon, and therefore she can't have a regular job. And in the state of Pennsylvania, she'll never be able to have a real... Does she think YouTube's going to last forever? No, but she lives with her mommy and daddy.
At that hearing, because you don't want to hear it. She's called all over my county, okay, on this day. Look at her fucking eyes, all strung out back then. (2022) Since y'all bringing up Britney's old lives and shit, should we bring up this live? Uh-oh, we got a guest, y'all. No, boy, you ain't coming up here. Hold on. Look, this motherfucker right here. Do I have, okay, before you head around this corner, just come on, MK, get right. Order on her, and she's been fucking with me and following me around and shit. All right, here we go. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me now? I can try to get my mic going.
Shut up. But listen,
I was just trying to
that's
be a
not funny,
buzzkill.
though. Yeah, but that's not funny.
Well, I don't know. It was a mistake.
Do you know what?
I apologize.
Do you know what 14 pages Center has?
Yes.
Oh, is it of anything to do with the child?
I can't speak on that.
Okay, so you could have been telling the truth, though, was what you're saying, Queen Bee.
Okay, I didn't come up to...
Want to come up here and derail.
Is that what you're talking about? And doing...
I'm a...
FBI investigation. Anyways, yeah. It's entertaining.
Are you propositioning Mern, okay?
Who's Mern? She docs PJ. Okay, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you.
Illuminati. Experience. All right, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Small. But Granny, if Granny accepts the responsibility of what she does to me, then a lot of pillars fall. It's like Rome falling down, okay, in her world. Just like if she admits a lot of things that she did to Lindsay and a lot of lies she told about her kids, and her bringing her kids here, and her questioning her child's sexuality, putting everything on everybody else. If that was, you know what I mean? Seriously. If she keeps on, it's going to be rocky enough where it's all going to fall down, the empire that she's built herself. And us little people are going to come out and be like, bitch, hold on. Because we're tired of it. I have tried to handle it behind the scenes, okay? I've given this woman much grace, forgiveness, grace, kudos. I said this a million times. Brittany, fucking disavow Center. It's as simple as that. That's going to get half the pressure off your fucking ass.
Okay. I do not know where this rumor started. They are not going after Britney because of Sinner. That is the most ridiculous. That's about as ridiculous as burnt toast. This has nothing to do with Sinner. Every fucking day, there's a new excuse of why they're going after Britney. They're going after Britney because they make money going after Britney. Nothing else. That's it. It's not because of Sinner. It's not because of any other reason. Then they make money doing it. And they get a lot of views doing it. That's why they go after Sinner. It's that simple.
Brittany does the same thing through Sinner. Yvette used to do kind of fuck shit too. I said that last night, Brittany. I said that. I told Brittany she needs to shut the fuck up. There's something called the clean hands clause. But listen, like, since people are pulling BJ's shit from years ago, I can pull a lot of shit from years ago where it's the same story, song and dance from Granny using different people's names. Now she is blaming me for doing something that I had no part of. You see what I'm saying? Because she's absolutely, gives no fucks, none. Because she's got, how many ever people that's going to watch her live, and I only got 500, 600 people. It is what she's done before. Okay. This woman stalked down my child. She stalked down somebody else's child. She has gone again. She has stalked down Angela's child, my children, Lindsay's children, Brittany's children. She can't help her fucking self. The first thing she's going to look at is your children.
That's another thing I want to clear up. I heard somebody talking about this the other day. When it came to Granny's child having the school do something, let me tell you how that went down, okay? Brittany's kid got a call at the school from CPS or something. Brittany talked about it on a live. Brittany thought that GW was involved. The next day, all of a sudden, it happened to Granny's kid, except it happened worse to Granny's kid. That's how that went down. Everybody seems to think, oh my God, Brittany may have called and Granny's child had to go through so much. No, that's not how that went down. It was simply because Brittany spoke about someone from YouTube calling her kid's school, and she thought it had to do with, she thought maybe GW called. And then all of a sudden, GW's kid got strip searched, which nobody believed. And her kid had to strip down to his underwear. The kid's like 10. No, he didn't, Granny. You're a fucking liar. And that just got overlooked. People just seem to forget about that. That just went over everyone's head. But yeah, that's how that went down. Yeah, she said they stripped him down to his underwear. Granny, you're a fucking liar. This is when I was over on Brittany's panel a lot when all this went down. So I was there firsthand. Like, I remember it firsthand. This isn't like from clip videos. Like, I totally was there. It was such bullshit. And it just so happened the day after Brittany blamed GW for it happening to Brittany.
She just blamed me for something yesterday. Moon, like you have any reason to talk. You're the one that outed Kim and Crafton's DV. No, I fucking didn't. And you keep doing this and that. Then if you ever say I use my daughter to weaponize, you are a damn motherfucking lie, bitch. It just happened to include. Bring it out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't buy me. I was saying it was all wrong. sexual shit.
Going to be shown. I knew that. The first thing I saw was the X post. I'm on a phone. I'm not on a computer. My screen's as big as your computer screen. I knew a police report was going to be shown. I was told it was redacted. And I also thought that it pertained to a threat being made. I didn't know that it involved violence. I would have never accepted that. I would have never allowed that.
What do you think threat is? A threat to what? Get the fuck out of here with that. Hold on. Get out of here. You said hit the thumbs up before I come out with the goods. It ain't coming out until I hit the thumbs up. You started the live saying, I'm going to prove to you today that I'm not Brittany's threat. The biggest threat resides in her own home.
I've never done any shit like that, and I would never do it now.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
And I agree with Moon. Yes, she has. She's done this shit a million times.
You quit fucking lying. You've done it a gang of times, and you've accused other people of doing it to you, had funds and fucking hotel monies and shit while you sat your fucking ass at home and lied to God and everybody. You're the biggest lying, manipulating ass bitch on this motherfucking platform. I mean, you took up a legal fund because you were scared I was coming after you legally, which I damn sure should have. It was you who I should have went after, not TT. You on that live that I was just playing with the snow, she was scared to death, crying on the phone with TT every fucking night because she was afraid that she was going to get the fucking trouble for what the fuck she was doing to me.
And that's my fault for being distracted because I was reading somebody else's community post. I wasn't even paying attention to my screen. And I'm not the only creator that has done that. I'm not the only creator that pauses and goes and does something else or looks at another screen or runs to the bathroom. Many other people do that too.
You just waited till the time where it was the absolute time where you can put it in I'm fucking Raken's hands to explode it all out, huh?
As soon as I realized what was being done on my panel, I asked that it be shut down. I didn't want to know those things. It's not our business to know those things. I've never made that type of stuff content. I would never do it again. I was as disappointed in myself as everybody else is. I was shocked at what was happening. I didn't even know how to handle it. I did the best I could with what I saw happening.
You have known about this incident for years with Brittany J. You've known down to the wire about this incident with Brittany J. Down to the wire. Fuck a motherfucking police report. You knew that she had the FOIA. Period. You knew it was FOIA. Period. Fuck everything else. You knew it was a FOIA that had to do with domestic violence, a threat.
I thought that it was a verbal threat.
Liar.
Of course she knew all along.
Liar. This woman that types in and wants to call me a racist, but I have private messages of her dropping the NGGER several times in derogatory manners. Don't do it.
If you go back and listen to the stream, I said the entire time a threat was made. A threat was made. I had no idea that it had anything other within it. And it's my fault for being distracted and not realizing what was happening. But as soon as I did, I put an end to it.
That was a photoshopping, okay?
No, it is my fault. I mean, it's absolutely my fault. It's my panel. It happened on my panel. It's definitely my fault. But what else can I do in this situation other than what I did? I removed it. I privated the stream. What else could I have done? Like, I can't go back and like change the time of it. I can't change the events of it.
For about 5-6 months, you're right. Hey, Ebony.
Oh, and and Moon, I really don't think you're one to say anything when you're the one that exploited Kim and Krifton's fucking DV. You're not one to say anything.
Who did? Not Mern. Mern didn't do that. Mern told Kim and Crafton how to get off the internet. Stop beating your wife, Crafton. Get a job. Kim, get a job. Stop beating your wife. Get a job. Half your problems will be solved. I'm a help channel.
You really have no business to say. Oh, and and Moon, I really don't think you're one to say anything when you're the one that.
And Moon, we are 3 minutes and 51 seconds in. She don't even know what she's bitching at me for. She just knows I'm live. If I hear one thing about a sign on a Rico because it was free, I would sign on to anything when this bitch had. This bitch made. Oh my God. Bro, I'm not going to sit here, but I'm going to tell you, look, on February 14th, I sold my tiny home because this bitch had harassed my county in so far of ways. The county police was harassing me. I lived in a very small fucking town. I was on probation at the time. Okay?
Yeah, I saw that whistle down. Thank you. I played it though. I thought it was something else.
Probation officer let me move out of the county without telling the state. She turned on TT. Guess who stuck up for her?
To say anything. You no right to speak at all, matter of fact.
I don't have any right to speak.
I felt like I did all I could. I mean, there's nothing else I could have done.
Fuck me. You got all the rights to speak. You just went in there, filed your shit for an anti-slap. I don't have any other rights to see. Bitch, are you crazy? Then we go farther in the live and she starts blaming Angela for shit. Now, I don't have time to go through this bitch's stupid shit because nobody cares, really. Because she's just lying to cover her ass. She's in such a state of fucking panic right now. She's just lying all over everybody.
Right, Midnight Angel? They're all fucking felons. My biggest crime was going to jail to protect my kid. But these people are fucking serious felons. Every one of them. It's scary. This is not
horrible that it happens.
Apology.
Lying to the audience. She keeps lying to the people. She keeps weaponizing.
This is the justification.
And
look,
what we're not going to do, I get what you're saying, Val, but I also don't think it's, if somebody chooses to stay with somebody, I don't think it's fair to like put that on somebody's lap. Just like I don't think it was fair to show this. I don't think it's fair to do the whataboutisms.
Stephanie, I'm fucking raking. I want to hear from you, baby doll. She's gonna put it all on you, sweet cheeks. Come tell me the story, neighbor. Cause look, she's putting it all on I'm fucking raking.
And that is true. She is putting it all out on Reagan. That's fucked up. Because we know she already said, I'll give you $50 for it.
Thought YouTube would change them. I wouldn't say
Marianne, I agree. I 100% agree. I'm not going to mention names because I'm not going to be blamed talking about kids. But in today's day and age, if your kid dropped out of fucking high school in 2025 or 2024, that speaks volumes about your parenting. Just saying. And I'm not going to say which one had a child that dropped out of high school at 15, but you can use your imagination.
Just that she logs off and gets out and takes a break and fixes everything. She keeps weaponizing everything.
Miss W, let me explain something to you, girl. The word integrity and Granny's watching does not go hand in hand. Her true character is that she's a fucking liar and a scammer. That's her true character. Exactly, Whistledown.
That happens, and she just makes it bigger than it is. And I'm not here to change them, just a man.
I can show you a fucking litany of lives where this bitch is blaming everybody else for showing her daughter's TikTok when the bitch herself showed her daughter's TikTok. She grifted for it, got money. Bitch, your lies are going to be exposed. Lying liar pants that lie.
Now, Moon is right. Granny said that people looked up her kid's TikTok. No, they didn't. She gave her kids TikTok. Then they said that her son was feminine. Oh, everyone else said my son was gay. No, that was on you, Granny.
Guys, let's go back to the glare. While you blame Lindsay, another creator, for having to take your kid out of school. No, your kid was taken out of school. She wouldn't go to school. Stop it. But that's right after you were talking about how Lindsay's daughter was SA'd and she probably needed Vagisil. Happen and get your little dimes and get your little coin.
Fix what she's done to me. I think people miss that too because of how much Britney's being replayed or restreamed. It gets to the point where the reason behind it isn't justifiable, right?
Oh my God. That's the first time you ever heard her tell the truth.
Too, because of how much Britney's being replayed. Anything when it comes to Britney. I'm here to fix what she's done to me.
All right, so she's here to fix what's done.
I think people miss that too because of how much Britney's being replayed or restreamed. It gets to the point where the reason behind it isn't justifiable, right? Like, you get to the point.
Wait, Sarah, what was that? Queen claimed today her daughter had a school project and had to Google Queen's name, and this YouTube came up. Oh, it might. Mine comes up.
Point where the person is getting everything they want.
Yep.
It does, and she knows it, and that's why she makes sure that she does something every stream that's going to get her restreamed because she loves it, and that's fine.
That is such... I am so tired of hearing that fucking excuse. Brittany doesn't love it, Granny. I think you love it. Brittany doesn't love it. Just stop. Not by her real name? I'm confused. If she put in Queen Bee, it would come up Queen Bee, but they wouldn't know it was her. Like, if you don't know I'm perplexed, if you put in perplexed, you wouldn't know.
Really? Is that why you
I
just
feel like they
showed
do that on purpose, psyops, to once
Toya?
again just make her a victim.
Oh, what
Just,
did you
I'm a
just
day
do?
one member, know for a fact.
Please tell me this isn't the Booberry near me that lives near me, because I would cry if Booberry is a Granny supporter.
You would not do that.
Oh, Booberry, you. Oh boy, I tell you what. I can't. It's like watching that, yeah.
Granny did not take accountability. She lied. Proven she lied. Why would a project... Yeah, that I don't know why they would put in a YouTube name. I'm just saying. Did anyone even bother to ask, like, what project did you have to do? Using her legal name for the project, so not her YouTube drama, would not come up, and she claims her kids don't know her channel name, even if it did. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. If they don't know her channel name, then how would they pull it up on a school project? That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. They're not even in school. I'm confused. Good point, Headstones. School is not even in session. So when did they do this?
Aw.
It's not a gotcha moment. I would never use something like that as a gotcha moment. It's actually pitiful.
Actually, bitch, yes, you did, because you said hit the thumbs up, or you guys aren't gonna get this info. The tea's gonna be spilt today. We're gonna tell you who the real threat is in Brittany's life.
Well, KT, here's the thing with that.
By the way, let me just do this disclaimer really quick. My mods do not believe everything I have. Stupid mod. OG.
Oh, Kurt.
No. No, see, you were on the right track. You were on the right track. You were saying what I did was wrong, it was all wrong. But all you guys, you know. Oh, we know the truth. Not just me. That is correct. I don't think anyone deserves to have their private life put out on blast on YouTube. I don't care if I support the creator or not. Money. The funniest thing is, look, I just want to look. That was 2 different qualifiers. You hear me? 2 different qualifiers. She stepped away. It wasn't her. I was caught up in the moment. That caught up in the moment, that's the truth. That was the qualifier. True, she was caught up in the moment. Oh, the recordings, Granny. Take this literal.
And I'm sure the same people that are going to ignore the main message of it all and hyper focus on, oh my God, Granny showed this, are still going to, ignore it. I mean, it is what it is.
it's funny because you still are standing down 10 toes, right?
Why do these people act like they care about Britney's well-being? They don't give two fucks about Britney. They hate Britney, remember? That's what they keep saying over and over and over, how much they hate Britney. So then why do you care if Britney gets her ass kicked by a man? Why do you give a fuck if she's got DV? It's just excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Granny, just give it the fuck up. But people in her chat still got her back. They just don't care.
10 toes down that the danger in her house is her old man. You're
So that was basically it, but it sounded better when I was listening earlier. But seriously, it's just excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Like, stop. You don't give a fuck about Britney. You don't care what happens to Britney. You openly say how much you fucking hate her. So if you hate her so much, why do you care what happens to her? You don't. So stop the fucking bullshit. You're such a fucking fake ass bitch along with your buddies. And these idiots fucking believe it. And that's the sad part. Totally sad part. Bunch of fucking morons. Why did my super chats register? That's weird. Oh well. So I've been on for 2 hours though. I'm gonna get off. I gotta get back to the website. I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I did not realize the last time that I did it, and I have so much more to do, and I'm a dumbass. It looks good though, right? Thank you, Perpetua. My resin's going good. I had to order more. Well, but no, it's going good. No, that's actually the resin. I learned all about this cloudy stuff and how, like, why it becomes cloudy. So I was told some of it had to do with the resin. But yeah, so don't go on the website yet because a lot of links aren't connected yet. But now I'm doing like meta stuff and ChatGPT is helping me. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? I was like, do I need meta fields? Do I need this? Do I need that? Like all this stuff. And I'm like, shit. So that's what I've been learning. But yes, undermixed. But I actually think the website's coming out good. We're going to have a boutique section with the resin stuff. I updated a lot of stuff. I updated the candle club. I updated. I got to update all the wax melts. What else? I think I updated the about page. I know I did something else. Forgot what else. Thank you. Dayton's like, why am I on there? I said, because I like you on there. Aroma beads, I have to add. But yeah, I gotta update everything. And I learned something new tonight which is going to be easier to navigate, is I'm going to have shop all candles and then shop all aroma beads. So everything's going to be like divided up. But first I got to get the links going. But I'm happy with it. And I only have very few days left to get it done because fall collection is almost here. We got new scents, new candles. And that's it. I'm expecting a lot of orders. A lot. Once I get it done. So, all right. But I'm going to get off. I got to get back to this. Fun. But guys, you can look through it. Get your orders ready. We got lots of good stuff coming. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have to paint tomorrow. But after that, I'll be live. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for Super Chats, PayPals, Cash Apps. But save your money. Get your orders ready for some candles, oils, aroma beads. We got lots of good stuff. All right. I will see